And what up, what up, what up?
Can't be putting this shit in the video.
That manual labor right there. You know you out of shape when you get tired of doing just regular jack lifts.
When you're paying big dollars, when I have to jack shit up.
Today we're gonna be weighing the 300ZX just for shits and giggles. We're gonna throw that thing on a scale and just get an idea of kind of what it weighs right now with the SR20. I think stock slick tops are like 3,300 pounds, somewhere around there. So this should be pretty interesting to see how much weight we've dropped off the 300ZX by putting the SR in. So here's the Z right here. We're gonna get into that. And I can also finally give you guys an update on the 300ZX. I know you guys, like, it's crazy. Like, the channel was started based on the 300ZX, and now the channel just did a full 360 and just went like all over the place on, you know, the things that I post. But this is the reason the channel got started. But yeah, let me push this thing in because I know Janky ain't about to help me push. So I should wash it. I should power wash this thing. It's filthy. Maybe I'll wash it. Oh, maybe I should wash it now. Get all the dirt off of it before I weigh it. It's probably at least 8 pounds of shop dust on this thing. But yeah, today we got some Z32 stuff going on. So let's get into it. So as you can see in the 300ZX, there is a gang of stuff in here. I'll definitely be taking some of this stuff out before we throw this thing on the scale. But yeah, Janky just neglected it. Just let it get all dusty. It looks abandoned.
Because you abandoned it.
Yeah. What'd I tell y'all? Told y'all this fool wasn't gonna help push. What a lame. Let's get to spraying this thing down. Oh my God! Such a rare moment right here.
My backup job.
When he doesn't want to do any work, but he like insists on helping you wash the car. I don't know if that's good work ethic or you just being lazy. Wax on, wax off, Daniel, son. Circular motion. Need more soap? Here, I got you. All right, all cleaned up. Just got done blowing all the soap off. I need to start cleaning this thing out. As you can see, it's a whole gang of stuff in here. So anything that's not going to be on the actual car, I'm going to be taking out that way. So real estimate on what the weight is. My guess right now is maybe 29 something. Not really sure. But the reason why I'm saying 29, I know it should be around 28-ish, but these wheels are stupid heavy. So whatever the weight ends up coming out to, I'm going to probably subtract about maybe 60 pounds or so, just because I have other wheels that are a lot lighter than these. These wheels are almost 70 pounds each in the rear with the 305s and, you know, 19 by 12. So the other wheels I have are a lot lighter than these ones that are going to be going on the car. But as of right now, we want to get an idea of what the weight is, and then I'll subtract that weight with the weight of the wheels and get a real estimate on how much this car actually weighs. All right, so just got done cleaning out everything that doesn't go back inside. Basically just a whole bunch of extra parts, old exhaust that came off the 240, the downpipe and all that, parts and stuff that came off the SC nylon fuel line or whatever for E85 and all the other stuff. But for the most part, this is the stuff that, you know, that isn't going back in the car anyway. This is just extra parts. All the other stuff that does go in the car, like the interior trim that I'm keeping, all the wiring and all the stuff, gauges, little miscellaneous stuff that will be in the car, I left all in here. Roof wing, that's gonna go, obviously gonna go in the car, that's still in here. Interior trim, so that way everything's literally like a real estimate of what it weighs other than the wheels. So let's go in here, get ready to set up, set up the scales, and then we'll throw this thing on the scales and see what it be. Bam, scales all set up. I'm just about to press buttons on here until it zeroes out eventually. Pretty sure it's like a calculator. You just hit the C and it clears everything, right?
And for people that know the difference, we're just doing this for weight, not for like actually scaling a car. Because they're supposed to be on scale pads, and they're not.
Oh, my bad.
But we can get a total weight, which is good enough for what we're doing. You gotta plug it in. Gets me out.
No, it's all hissing. Reminds me when I was a little kid playing at the park about all the power wires, and they just be like, eh.
Okay, so we're zeroed out.
Zero?
Maybe not.
Why is it -1? It's a ghost on it.
Because it's lighter than air. Settle.
Hold on, let me step on the scale. Damn, you 209? 211. You a beer, you a 211. Yeah. Here, hold this. Let's see what I weigh.
Ass beer.
Brace yourself. Scale's gonna break.
It says error.
What am I?
264.
Oh, son! 264? Hold on. You see? Oh, baby. Alright. God, I'm tired. Obviously, this fool never helps push. But yeah, we in here. Get ready to jack this thing up and figure out some magical numbers. God, I'm tired. This thing sucks pushing. Needs alignment stupid bad. Woosah.
Why they wanna see my head on the floor, Lord, I don't know. It's a lot of niggas dead to me now, ain't a lot no more. Anybody wanna try they love, but your mind don't go. I'm a real one.
So, moment of truth, cars on the scale.
So the rear is 1357.
1357 in the rear?
Yeah, and the front is 1570. So over 200 pounds heavier in the front. So if you were to change the hatch, it would still be too heavy in the front.
Imagine what the VG was in this thing.
Yeah, pretty bad.
But yep, just like I thought though. I knew with these wheels it was gonna be in the 29s. These shits are heavy, bro. Without these wheels on it, it would have been in the 28s like I expected it to.
Yeah.
29 though, definitely a lot lighter than what a normal 300ZX is. A lot lighter. It's about 300 something pounds, almost 400 pounds off the front. Can't complain. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a big ass difference.
The difference between and that's a standard slick top. The difference between my car and a TT, TTs are like 34, almost 3,500 pounds. So this car is about 600 pounds lighter than a TT car. So I can't complain. 500 horsepower, 2,900 pounds. Basically, it's a 240.
Say battery. Put the battery in the rear. I wouldn't worry about making it lighter as much as I would just shifting weight. So just getting more weight in the rear.
In the rear.
Yeah. Weight-wise, I think they're pretty okay. It's not very heavy, but
I'm content with it. I'd rather just get it more so even on the corners, like adjusting coilovers. That way the weight gets shifted. Yeah, I ain't doing that today. Still need alignment, all kind of stuff.
No, that should take hell of a fucking moment, dude.
It's been a minute since y'all seen the 300ZX, and since then Janky made all new brackets and stuff like that. All the intercooler piping's all done. So last time y'all seen it was a lot messier. So pretty much the final stages of this. Now that everything's mounted where it needs to be, power steering over here, we got the throttle cable bracket, and we have the fuel pressure regulator on mounted. Now we can run the fuel lines and stuff how we want it, and then we can clean up the rest of this wiring. Yeah, oil filter is actually down there secured. Before it was like sitting up top by the throttle body all dangly with one bolt. So yeah, shout out to Janky for that. Hey, we talking to you. Yeah, much cleaner, but still got work to go. but overall much cleaner. So for the people that are saying, oh, why go SR? As you can see, my 300ZX with the SR in it, it's 548 pounds lighter than a TT car. That's a lot of weight, and that's still with stock seats, everything in there. So 548 pounds lighter than a TT car. So this car has 500 horsepower. Obviously this SR is fully built. So, you know, I already had it, that's why I did it. If I can go back, I wouldn't build an SR just to put in the 300ZX. But since I already had the SR for my 240, that's why it's in here. But, I mean, you know, if you're doing time attack drifting or something, it would be a dope build. But if I can go back and do it and I didn't have the motor, I wouldn't piece all this together just to do it. I would definitely put a 2J in here or something, but I already had the SR, so that was my choice on doing it. But happy with it. Can't wait to see how it feels. Definitely will make a good time attack car. And people are always like, oh, what's up? When's the car gonna be running? When's the car gonna be running? Like, as the car sits, the car does run. I just haven't really, you know, did a test drive on it just because I'm trying to unveil this car and first drive with it all painted, looking clean. I don't wanna go drive it like, you know, kind of ugly. So I'm trying to have discipline and actually drive this car when it's all done. But the car does run and start up and everything. Oh yeah, shout out to Matt. All the Wind Factory stuff. I'm one of the few people that Matt sponsors, so I know a lot of the 300ZX dudes are like, oh my God, how did you get a sponsorship through Matt and Wind Factory? But yeah, I'm actually sponsored by Matt, so shout out to Matt. Love Matt, love all the Wind Factory products. It's just the E85. So the car does, everything sounds smooth. I know people are gonna be like, oh, why does it take so loud? This setup has the Tomei solid lifter setup, so that's just what you get with the solid lifter setup. You get a lot of clack, 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 clack ticking in the head, but that's just the solid lifters from Tomei. That's how they sound. So right now I'm about to just throw these hose clamps on the upper hose. I'm gonna leave the lower hose without the clamps. It's not gonna slip off. I ain't really worried about that, but this one looks a little on the shady side because we had to cut it and make it fit with the sensor. So yeah. Let me get these clamps on, then I'm about to let this thing idle some more and just keep heat cycling it and making sure everything sounds good. The cluster is working, so that's a plus. RPMs, gas, the speed sensor, or the speed should work also because this is a 300ZX trans on the SR setup, and I'm running all the basically factory wiring, so speed, all that should be working. Coolant, everything's reading correctly, so that's a plus too. So this is like my actual first time running it and going over everything, making sure there's no leaks. I'm gonna just keep letting it run and checking things and making sure everything's cool. I'm about to be wrapping this up. Here's just a little 300ZX update for y'all. A little work on a 300ZX. I literally cannot wait to drive this car. It's just gonna be so fun. I mean, can't say the S word. Stuff is gonna be so fun. But yeah, so we shaking. Until next time on Dragon Ball Z, I mean, one more time for y'all. All right, we out.
I've been going too crazy. These niggas too shady. Speed limit 60.